of the most important things you have to test in your lobster tank is the ammonia levels. So the shellfish in the system will produce ammonia, which if it gets to too high a level is toxic. This is one of the main reasons that we need to change the water, because the ammonia is not going to go anywhere, it's just going to keep building up. Although with a good system like ours that has a biological filter, the good bacteria in the biological filter will feed on, consume the ammonia, turn it into nitrite, and then eventually nitrate, which is far less toxic. So at least weekly you want to be checking and testing your ammonia. We supply these dip strip tests to all of our customers. They're very quick and easy to do, they're very quick and easy to read, and we think that they're pretty cost effective. You can get much fancier tests, from chemical tests that you can buy in your pet shop, all the way up to machines that can cost £2,000 to test this. If you were running a system that held 10 or 20 tons of lobster and you were testing every day, I would definitely invest in one of the more accurate machines. But for our purposes, with one lobster pod, this will do the job. So inside here you've got the little dip strip test, and all you want to do is very, very simply, from the filter end of your lobster pod, dip it in. Doesn't need too long in the water. When you take it out, you want to read the result in under a minute. If this is left sitting, you go away, do something else and come back in 2 minutes, half an hour, the result will actually change. The oxygen in the air is going to change that colour. So on the tube you can see here, we've got different colours. So we take this, and you want to have quite good light, we've got good lighting in here, and you can see that I reckon we're probably getting up towards maybe 0.5. We're not maybe at 0, but we're quite low down in the ammonia, which is actually surprising because we haven't changed the water for some time. If the ammonia level was getting up to 3, and this is parts per million on this test, then I'd want to think about doing a water test, maybe a 25-50% water change. If it was up here, now this is danger, don't worry too much about that for shellfish. This is really if it was saltwater fish. So if you had a lovely tropical tank, you'd worry about it at 6. But the bio load that we have for shellfish, even at 6, it's not catastrophic, but it does mean you need to do a water change. If my ammonia test was showing it was up at 6 on this test strip, I'd want to be doing at least a 50% and ideally a 100% water change. So just to run over that again, testing at least weekly, dipping it into the water, reading the result within 1 minute, making sure you've got good lighting and you're working out where your reading is according to the colour. And if the ammonia level is high, about 3, do some water changes. At 6 or above, do a big water change. We've actually seen this in a customer going bright blue, really beyond the danger scale. If your ammonia level's at that, you need to do a 100% water change. High ammonia is toxic to the shellfish, and it will lead to mortalities or weakness within the shellfish.